Hey, we're here at the Bertelsmann Foundation in Washington, D.C., and we're asking folks in our office and around town for their thoughts on the U.S., Europe, and the transatlantic relationship. And our next question is, what do you think of when you think of the transatlantic relationship?
When I think about the transatlantic relationship, the first thing that comes to mind is history.
First, I think about my family. I have family in Germany, and half my family came over after the hyperinflation.
My grandfather was a concentration camp survivor who lost the rest of his family in the Holocaust.
My mother's French and my dad is American, so I am a product of the transatlantic relationship.
That's where a lot of our fellow countrymen's ancestry are based, so that is obviously a very important and strategic relationship.
I think the U.S. transatlantic relationship with Europe is one of the most important relationships that we've seen in the contemporary world since the end of World War II.
The European project was one of the most beautiful projects of peace that was only made capable because of the United States and the European state.
I think the structure and relationships have really shaped the trajectory of the planet.
So I think the bedrock of the transatlantic relationship is really a community of values. And I think those are values like freedom of expression,
Respect for religion,
Democratic governance,
Liberal society,
free press,
human rights,
or aspirations to democracy.
freedom of conscience.
certain, the basic freedoms that are in the U.S. Constitution and most of the foundational documents.
This deep set of values that we share is like the most important thing that we have.
The first thing that comes to mind is a long-standing relationship, one that has a lot of history and a lot of potential, but one that also comes with a lot of challenges.
Europe is concerned with the diversity that comes out of the decolonization movement, and America is concerned with diversity, which comes from hundreds and hundreds of years of a split and basically exploitive, unfair democracy.
and I think because of the shared history, values, and governance systems, I think it's of interest to stand together in response to global challenges.
I truly believe that there's nothing that the United States can do on its own without its partners.
And that we are now facing common challenges.
Climate change, that's like a global issue. So if a lot of the world powers, which are housed in Europe, and then us, of course, come together on that to fight a lot of those issues, and yeah, I think that's important.
The decisions that we might be making as Americans will, in effect, be of some consequence, not only to our neighbors on this side of the Atlantic, but to our neighbors on the other side.
And I think because of the shared history, values, and governance systems, I think it's of interest to stand together in response to global challenges and also serve as an example, a beacon of hope and optimism and light for countries in different levels of their development process.